Hi everyone, Small Designs here, and this is part 1 of the Tamiya 1700 scale Prinz Eugen build. So I've been getting a lot of emails and have been meeting with some folks lately about model kits. And before we start talking about this model in general, if it wasn't for me doing a lot of these model kits for museums and private collectors, I wouldn't be touching a lot of these really expensive model kits. And I find that it's been knocking a lot of people out of actually building model kits, right? Because most of them now start at like $300 and up, and then you got all the aftermarket stuff plus the materials it takes to actually build the model kit. So you're talking almost $1,000 to build a model kit these days. And I don't know about you guys, but I remember growing up and seeing, 6 or 7 hobby stores. And I mean, now I live 9 hours away from any local hobby store. But I remember, like, in my city, there was a lot of hobby stores. Now there's 2. And most of the high-end stuff, anyway, you got to order online. But anyway, point is, you're talking really big bucks to buy a model kit. And most of the people just are saying, forget it. I'm not spending that kind of money. I don't care how much detail is in it. It's just not worth the money. I got other things to pay for it. So, I get it. So again, if it wasn't for museums and such, I wouldn't be building these kits. I just wouldn't be doing it. So a lot of questions I've been getting is, how can I build a model kit that has detail that I can build, that in a week or so, that I can have fun with, the interest, and like that's $100 or less. And I thought, okay, what can I do here? And then I thought, I remember doing these 1700 scale kits. They were a lot of fun, a lot of detail. They, I can kind of come back at it, here and there. And they didn't take up too much desk space, right? And, I thought, these ones right here. These Tamiya ones. I mean, Trumpeter makes them now too, and a few other companies. But, right here. So here we go, guys. Let's have some fun with these 1700 scale ones. Now, I chose the Prinz Eugen, right, because it sailed with Bismarck. It went through the whole war. It got banged up here and there, but it actually went through the whole war, survived the war. It's called the Lucky Ship. And survived, a couple atomic bomb blasts, and then got towed, and then, flipped over. If you want to know the story, research the story on this one. But I think we'll do a few of these, and maybe get some interest back in the hobby, get some people doing it again, because a lot of people don't even work with their hands anymore, right? So, here we go. Like the model kit here, I think cost me like $25. The paints, all said and done, by the time this is done, it's going to cost me, I'm in Canada, so like $60. So there you go. And it's going to produce a really nice kit, depending on your skill level, but who cares? It's your model. Have fun with it. I even bought this Aftermarket. I know we're talking, here we go, Aftermarket stuff, right? But I think that cost me like $9 for an Aftermarket wood deck. You don't even have to buy that. You can just, paint your deck, like a wood tan, and then do a little bit of like a black wash or a brown wash, and to simulate the wood deck. You don't even have to buy that. But if you're interested, I found that on eBay. Depending where you go, I always look at the feedback, right? But it just sticks on, and you got yourself a nice little wood deck. But again, all said and done, in Canada, this project is going to cost me $60. And depending on how fast you want to work at it, it'll probably take you a couple of weeks. I mean, I got other projects on the go that I have to pay attention to, but we'll see how fast the series goes. But I'm just kind of putting it out there that you can do a really nice model kit, and it's not going to take up too much space. And because I know a lot of people, worry about space. And this is going to be, 12 inches and under. But let's have a look at the parts here, right? Because a lot of people say, well, what about detail? The detail's there. I mean, this is a Tamiya kit. So, I mean, you could really go hardcore and get PE sets, I'm sure, for it. But again, now you're talking, you could be getting over $100. There's an airplane. So it's not so much an in-box review, it's just showing you the parts, right? Because you're building up that one right there. And we're going to do a few of these on the channel. This is the Waterline series, so for those who are watching this, you don't know what the Waterline series is. Basically, when it sits on your desk, it's going to look like it's sailing through the water, so you're not building like the full hull. And what's in here is just like a little weight, so it's not going to fly all over your desk if you hit it. So here's a ruler, just to give you an idea, 12-inch ruler. So there you go. So we'll build a few of these. And there's the decals that come with it. So some for the airplane, you know, some for the ship. You can even do some rigging if you want, but we'll see how much detail we put into this. But most of it is just going to be like scratch building, right? Because we're going to try and build this obviously for $100 or less. But what you see on the desk here is pretty much all I'm going to put into it. But you guys are right. You know, it's getting crazy stupid with the pricing now. So, you know, let's have some fun. Let's build a model kit for a reasonable price that still has a lot of detail, and leave out the other bits. Anyway, I'm looking forward to your comments on this and your thoughts about the modeling world on this. So anyway, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.